Hi there. We've made a few significant changes to your Folio dashboard in order to make managing your data easier and more flexible. The first change we made is with the templates. Instead of having them appear where you can switch between them using the drop-down menu, they are now down here where you can see them as tabs. Templates are now also called phases. Phases will work exactly the same way templates used to work. They're still different collections of columns that are custom to the project phase you're currently working on. The reason we renamed templates into phases is to reinforce the idea that the best way to use them is to keep track of different project phases. So, for example, you may want to start your project by budgeting, in which case you will need these specific columns. Then you'll want to move on to product specification and then internal approval and so on. Now, if this is how you've been using your templates this whole time, then this is a very minor change, and all you have to remember is that templates are now called phases, and they're now tabs down here instead of a drop-down menu up here. The other change we've made is that you now have a drop-down menu for workflow dashboards. Workflow dashboards are simply a way to group your phases. This is especially useful for when your team is working on a large project that has several distinct phases. For example, your design team will be working in the design dashboard, and from there, they will be progressing through the different phases as they move through their timeline. At the same time, your procurement team will be working in the procurement dashboard, where they will be moving through their own phases. In the same way that we want you to be able to have as many columns as you want, but also be able to group them so that you're not overwhelmed, we also want you to have all your workflows in one place, but in manageable chunks so that it's easier to have all your data and all your stakeholders in one place.